In the Christian tradition, meditation is also called the prayer of the heart or contemplative prayer. And essentially, there are three basic elements in meditation: silence, stillness, and simplicity. Let's look at each of those in turn briefly before we meditate. In order to be silent, you want to try to find a quiet place and a quiet time. The ideal times for meditation every day are early morning and early evening. And whenever you can get the meditation time in, try and make sure that it's a quiet place and a quiet time. Turn your phone off so that you're not disturbed, and so on. And then stillness. During the meditation period, try to be as still as you can physically. And that's why you need to be able to sit comfortably. But sitting still is very important, because in stillness we take our first step towards selflessness. We let go of our desires, the desire to scratch your ear and so on, and we learn to go beyond being self-centered. So sitting still is very important. And thirdly, simplicity. We come to meditation in a very complicated state. We've got lots of thoughts in our heads, we're thinking of the past, we're judging what we did yesterday, we're planning for the future, we've got all sorts of complicated thoughts in our heads. So we have to learn to let go of all our thoughts and images and ideas and plans, and to be simple. Even if you choose a quiet place and a quiet time, you soon discover that there's a lot of noise going on inside of you. Your mind is full of chatter, memories, plans, fantasies, daydreams, and so on. And in order to let go of all of those thoughts and images, we follow a very simple tradition that has been taught in Christianity from the very beginning. We take a word, a prayer word, or a mantra, a sacred word, and we stay with that single word throughout the time of the meditation. You could, for example, take the name Jesus, which is a very ancient Christian mantra or prayer word. Or you could take the word Abba, another very sacred word in the Christian tradition. The word I would actually recommend, however, is the word Maranatha. Maranatha is a beautiful Christian mantra. It's in Aramaic, the language that Jesus spoke. It's the oldest Christian prayer, and it means, "Come, Lord." But remember, when you meditate, you're not thinking about the meaning of the word, because in meditation we go beyond all thoughts, even good thoughts. We let go of good thoughts and bad thoughts. And the way we do that is to recite the word, repeat the word silently, interiorly, in your heart, from the beginning to the end of the meditation. If you choose the word Maranatha, say it in 4 syllables: Ma-ra-na-tha. Maranatha. And say the word silently but clearly in your mind and heart. And as you say it, listen to it. Give it your full attention. Now, almost certainly you'll be distracted within a couple of seconds by thoughts going on in your head, all sorts of thoughts. Don't be discouraged by your distractions. Be prepared for them. But as soon as you realize that you've stopped saying your word, just return to it. That's the simplicity. You just pick up the word again and start repeating it as soon as you realize that you've stopped saying it. So let me summarize that teaching, this very ancient teaching of the Christian tradition on the prayer of the heart. First of all, you sit down, sit as still as you can, and the basic rule of posture is to sit with your back straight. That will enable you to stay awake, to be alert. Jesus said, "Stay awake and pray." And so our physical posture should be alert, wakeful, but relaxed. Then you close your eyes lightly and relax the muscles of your face and your shoulders, And then silently, interiorly, you begin to say your word. Good. Well, now, in order to prepare for the meditation, let's stand up and stretch a little and prepare ourselves physically. First of all, just take a moment to relax and have a little stretch. Relax your shoulders, move your shoulders around a little bit. Move your neck around, just so that you let go some of the tension and the knots that get into our bodies. Then look at your feet for a moment and make sure they're both pointing forward. And then feel how you're held to the ground by the force of gravity through your heels. And relax your shoulders and imagine a straight line from the crown of your head to the heels of your feet. And just straighten up and align yourself on that. Remember to keep your shoulders relaxed, and you could just tuck your chin in just a little bit towards your chest. And then relax your forehead, relax your jaw, and be aware of your breath for a moment. It's a good way of coming out of your head, just to turn your attention to your breath. And as you breathe in the gift of life, and because it is a gift, you have to let it go, so we breathe it out. This is really the essence of meditation, to accept the gift of your being. And John Main said that meditation is as natural to the spirit as breathing is to the body. So just take a few moments to really become relaxed but alert. Okay, so let's sit down now. And again, whether you're sitting on a chair or the cushion or a prayer stool, make sure that your back is upright. Put your hands on your lap or on your knees. Relax your shoulders, but keep your back straight. Now relax your muscles of your face, your forehead, your jaw. Now we begin our meditation. Begin to recite your word interiorly in your mind and heart.
My recommendation to you is, in your daily meditations, to start with a minimum meditation of 20 minutes. Try as soon as you can to put it to 25, and the ideal time is about a half an hour. And take the same time, whether it's 20, 25 or 30 minutes, the same time slot every day. For practical instruction, the best time to meditate is before a meal. And so if you can, in the early morning before breakfast, and if you can, in the early evening before supper or dinner. You can't learn to meditate, and it requires considerable sacrifice to find that time every morning and every evening. Considerable discipline, but it's necessary. Because the presence of God in His universe, in His creation, in your heart and my heart, is of such importance that we ignore it at our peril. And if we ignore it, we can never make sense of either ourselves or the universe. And that's why the journey requires seriousness and discipline. And that seriousness and discipline will lead you to a peace and to a joy that no words can possibly describe.